Sports. I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to the right side. He's in open space downfield. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Quick strike complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. To the ground with the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Shaw. Pulls it in. It's Smalls. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. They've got him, and he never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free first down. When it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but that's what I had to say.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And that one's incomplete. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Nicholson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Red pass, it's complete.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They'll try the run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smalls. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Them 6.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try the left side. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. At the 30. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to pull his way in. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes the Texas offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the running back. Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down and 2nd and 9. Running to the left. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Really? The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smalls. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Shaw. He's going to fire deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Longhorns! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Power football with the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Canes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. At the 35, he's open. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's off. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to...
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Right back to the well. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep to the left. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Fourth down coming up. Number 12 on to punt it away.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Miami 3.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This is exactly what we talked about at halftime. This defense, they have to get to the quarterback to get back into this football game. Make life hard, get some sacks, make some good momentum.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
The give to the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to run it in from the 2 on third down? Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The snap sets up the throw. On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Hurricane! Fit in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Drive will start from the 16-yard line. The run to the left. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll leave it with him. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Shaw. Moves away as he feels pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. That's caught. It's Smalls. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You've got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Purdue. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rifles it down the middle. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
At the 15, he's loose. Oh, there's an alley on the left. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the run, it's Hayes.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Stevens. Oh, he's got some space.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Defense showing blitz here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nope.
Looking for the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.